Salut tout le monde, j'essaye un nouveau jeu. Ben, c'est pas un nouveau jeu, j'ai déjà joué dans le passé, mais je veux recommencer à y jouer. Et puis ce jeu-là a deux possibilités. Un mode standard, je pense, c'est juste un mode qui s'appelle Play, puis un mode qui s'appelle Create. Genre créer. Très beau jeu. D'histoire hallucinante à mon avis. Fait que je vous amène avec moi. On s'en va voir l'histoire de ce jeu fantastique.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Je vais seulement commencer par le début avec la maison. Une belle maison sur une île, loin de tout et loin de
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the room.
Moi, j'ai vécu ici. Tu commenceras pas à faire de la narration stupide de ce jeu-là, le Steve Retard. Si moi, je marche plus vite. On va aller voir ce qu'il y a dans la boîte à mal. Je vais vomir.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral. In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
On a deux choix. Soit qu'on passe par en bas, soit qu'on va par là. Hein? Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez? Écrivez-moi dans les commentaires par où c'est qu'on veut, vous voulez que je passe. Puis on va le faire dans le prochain vidéo. Ciao! Non, on va passer par en bas, là. Ça va être bien plus stylé. Ça va être beaucoup plus mystérieux. Parce que nous, ce qu'on aime, c'est la mystériosité. On va me prendre une petite shot d'alcool. Fuck. J'ai plein de 7-up et de rhum sur mon cul.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it. As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't. Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one. Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly. Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
La bol vient de se faire flusher. Moi, je suis tout nu assis sa chaise. J'ai le goût de... Je le dirai pas.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Donc c'est ça qu'il faut suivre. Voyez-vous comment c'est fucked up? Pourquoi il y a des œils? Pourquoi il y a des œils magiques pour les chambres?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Grégory, sa chambre, c'est une salle de bain. Ben oui, juste une toilette. Très confortable.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
1917 à 2010. 2010, pourquoi? J'imagine parce que la conception du jeu. On va aller manger des Pop-Tarts. Continuons notre petit chemin. Petit bonhomme de chemin. C'est une autre pièce.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Ça devient fucked up comme jeu. La clé était pas pour débarrer la porte. C'était pour débarrer un livre.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead. I grew up looking at Molly's room. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving. So I looked around for... The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. I ate a lot of things that night. I kept eating and eating. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. His face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark. I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper and it tasted really good. Tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Belly with a rusty razor, shave belly with a rusty razor, shave belly with a rusty razor. What shall I do with a drunken sailor? What shall I do with
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. To the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know